Picture this, a tiny, clear stone the size of a pea can cost more than a brand new car. We're talking about diamonds, of course. But here's the thing that'll blow your mind: diamonds aren't actually that rare. So why are we paying a fortune for them? The answer is one of the most brilliant marketing stories ever told, mixed with some genuine science, a dash of monopoly, and a whole lot of human psychology. Intro today, we're going deep into the glittering world of diamonds to uncover why these sparkly rocks command such insane prices. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at a diamond the same way again. Let's start with what makes diamonds special on a physical level, because they are pretty remarkable. Imagine taking a lump of coal, the same stuff that powers old trains, and squeezing it with the weight of 100 elephants while heating it to the temperature of the sun's surface. That's essentially what happens deep in the Earth's mantle, about 100 miles below your feet. Under these extreme conditions, carbon atoms arrange themselves into the most perfect crystal structure known to nature. This process takes between 1 to 3 billion years. That's older than complex life on Earth. These ancient crystals then hitch a ride to the surface on volcanic eruptions, traveling at speeds up to 20 miles per hour through tubes of rock called kimberlite pipes. The result? The hardest natural material on Earth. A diamond is so hard that the only thing that can scratch a diamond is another diamond. This makes them incredibly useful for industrial purposes, cutting through rock, precision surgery tools, even on drill bits. In fact, about 80% of mined diamonds aren't even gem quality. They're used in industry. But here's the kicker. This geological rarity doesn't fully explain the price tag. To understand diamond prices, we need to travel back to 1888 and meet a British businessman named Cecil Rhodes. He founded a little company you might have heard of, De Beers. Now, here's where it gets interesting. In the late 1800s, massive diamond deposits were discovered in South Africa. This should have crashed prices, right? More supply, same demand equals lower prices, basic economics. But Rhodes had a different idea. He bought up all the diamond mines he could and created what was essentially a monopoly, controlling about 90% of the world's diamond supply by the 1900s. Think of it like this. Imagine if one company owned almost every coffee farm in the world. They could decide how much coffee reaches the market and charge whatever they wanted. That's exactly what De Beers did with diamonds. But controlling supply was only half the battle. The real genius move came in 1947, when De Beers hired an advertising agency and launched what became the most successful marketing campaign in history. 4 simple words: a diamond is forever. Before this campaign, diamond engagement rings weren't really a thing. They existed, sure, but they weren't the cultural norm. De Beers changed that. They planted stories in movies, got celebrities to wear diamonds, and created this entire narrative that if you truly loved someone, you'd buy them a diamond ring. They even suggested men should spend 2 months' salary on it, a completely arbitrary number they just made up. And it worked, spectacularly. Within just a few decades, diamond engagement rings went from optional to practically mandatory in Western culture. But why did this campaign work so well? This is where human psychology gets fascinating. Diamonds became linked to our deepest emotions: love, commitment, status. De Beers didn't sell rocks, they sold stories, memories, and identity. When you buy a diamond, you're not just buying compressed carbon, you're buying into a narrative of romance and success. There's also something called perceived scarcity. Even though diamonds aren't as rare as we think, they're actually found on every continent except Antarctica. The careful control of supply made people believe they were scarce. It's like when a store says only 3 left in stock, and you suddenly want it more. That's artificial scarcity in action. Then there's the resale problem. Here's something jewelers won't tell you. The moment you walk out of the store with your diamond, it loses about 50% of its value. Try selling a diamond ring back, and you'll see what I mean. This is partly because the retail markup is enormous, but also because De Beers' marketing made buying diamonds feel special while making selling them feel tacky, desperate, or unromantic. Brilliant, right? They created a market where everyone wants to buy but nobody wants to sell, keeping demand artificially high. And here's another layer. The 4 Cs: cut, clarity, color, and carat weight. These grading systems, largely standardized by the diamond industry itself, created this complex hierarchy that makes diamonds feel more valuable and special. It's like wine tasting. Once you create a sophisticated language around something, it automatically seems more precious. So what's happening today? The diamond market is actually changing. De Beers' monopoly has weakened significantly. New diamond sources in Russia, Canada, and Australia, plus the rise of lab-grown diamonds, have disrupted the market. Lab-grown diamonds are chemically identical to mined diamonds, literally the same material, but cost 6 to 80% less. Even experts with professional equipment struggle to tell them apart. There's also growing awareness about blood diamonds or conflict diamonds, stones mined in war zones and sold to finance armed conflict. This has made some consumers question their purchases, leading to certification systems like the Kimberley process. And here's something interesting. Younger generations are starting to question the diamond tradition. Millennials and Gen Z are increasingly opting for alternative gemstones, vintage rings, or lab-grown diamonds. The rules that De Beers created are finally being challenged. Yet, despite all this, diamonds remain incredibly expensive. Why? Because that century of marketing created cultural momentum that's hard to stop. Your parents probably had a diamond ring. Your grandparents too. That tradition has weight. So why are diamonds so expensive? It's not just because they're hard to find or beautiful to look at. It's because of one of the most successful combinations of monopoly control and psychological marketing ever executed. Someone literally convinced the world that love equals diamonds, and we've been paying premium prices ever since. Does that mean diamonds are worthless? No. They have real value, they're beautiful, durable, and culturally significant. But their price is about so much more than the rock itself. Next time you see a diamond, remember, you're not just looking at carbon. You're looking at billions of years of geology, a century of marketing genius, and the power of a really good story. If this video changed how you see diamonds, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the surprising truths behind everyday things. What topic should we investigate next? Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Until next time, keep questioning everything.